Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is October 27th. It is Tuesday, and we are starting with writing today. So you guys are working on, we were cycling back to prompt 4, and we are still working on our rough draft for prompt 4, which is addressing creating a new law. So we are working on paragraph 5 today, I believe. I'm just going to your Google Classroom as I'm talking to you. I believe that we are working on paragraph 5. There are a few of you who went ahead and independently finished it, which is amazing. Great job. And if so, then you need to just go ahead and complete your work on IXL today. Okay? So, yes, we will go to paragraph 4. That's 5. Okay, here's paragraph 4. So with paragraph 4, I am on my concluding paragraph. And so all of our concluding paragraphs should begin with 2 words. Does anybody know what those 2 words are? If you do, say them now. So you will indent, and those 2 words are in conclusion, always. In conclusion. Okay, so I'm going to come back, and my concluding sentence is already written. So in conclusion, I wish there was a law that said, okay, so in conclusion, I wish there was a law that said everyone must adopt a dog because everyone must adopt dog because, and now I'm going to add my second clause. There are, and I revised it actually within my pre-writing, so that's cool. There are countless homeless dogs because there are countless homeless dogs. That was my detail 1, comma, so I separate it with a comma. They can make you happy. I'm going to change that to dogs. Now, I started prompt 5 on my next page, so you're going to see I have to do some, I've got to go on the back of this paper page to finish. Dogs, what was it was dogs can make you happy, and I'm gonna increase the emotion on that when I get to my revising phase because I think they make you ecstatic. And dogs teach us responsibility, and dogs teach us responsibility. Okay. Where would we be without dogs in our world? It would be, oh, see, my thoughts are I'm getting excited. It would be a sad place to live if there were no dogs. Dogs rule. Okay? I don't know if this is still an expression that you guys use, dogs rule. Just kind of a way of saying that dogs are the best. All right, so concluding paragraph, I'm going to color code it the same as my pre-writing. And it's red just because this is where we're ending our paper, which is why we start with the transition in conclusion. Okay, all right, so now we are ready to edit and revise tomorrow. And so that's what we'll do tomorrow. Okay, we're done our writing for right now. You have to do IXL. I believe it's an X. No, it's R.3. IXL R.3. Okay, so for language arts, we're going to get our reading practice workbook. You have a different video today. I know you had a video yesterday. You have a different one today, so please watch the video. It's very, very quick. We're on page 127, and all you're doing is, what's kind of nice about this week's skill with language arts is that it correlates with your spelling, which is really nice. Correlates meaning it goes with your spelling, right? So all you're doing is with contractions, remembering that contractions are two words merged together using an apostrophe, okay? So with page 127, there are 6 spelling mistakes in the journal entry below. Circle the misspelled word and then write the word correctly in the lines below. I would prefer for you to go in order just because when we check your answers, it makes it a little bit easier. But if you skip around, that's okay too. You know, whatever works for you. So I saw a show on TV about a big storm that ruined a town. The people couldn't stay in their homes. Okay. So it did say circle the words, right? And then we've got to write the word correctly. So couldn't would be COULDN''T, okay? All right, and make it really obvious where that apostrophe is going. So anytime we should have not, you're just removing the O and you're replacing it with an apostrophe. And it's the same with any contraction that has a negative connotation with it, okay? So then in B, it says, write a paragraph about a time you helped other people. Use at least 4 spelling words in your paragraph. So your main idea sentence, I've helped many people before. All right, so right there, I've already written 1 contraction. Now you need to go further. If you want to use my main idea sentence, you're welcome to. If you don't, that's okay too. Just make sure that you have 4 contractions when you are describing a time in which you've helped others. Okay, so then you will also do TT.1. You may notice that that's actually on a 2nd grade IXL skill, but it's still covering contractions. Okay, all right. So now when we're looking at math, we are going to be doing there's several of you that, the majority of us, that need to redo our math test in class. And like I said, we're going to do that in class. So if you've already done your math test and you submitted it successfully, which was not very many of you guys, okay? So no big deal. Everything's fine. We're going to work on it during class, but for those students that were able to turn it into me, you do have some work. So if you were able to turn your test into me, then what you're going to do is you're going to get your homework and remembering, and you may choose any 2 pages from 86 to 94, because those are the remaining pages for Unit 1, and we're done Unit 1, but we just didn't do all the pages in our homework and remembering book. So you choose any 2 pages from 86 all the way to 94, because you'll see it says Unit 1 at the bottom, and do any 2 of those pages, okay, you guys? And then you can work on IXL and math on any of the recommended skills. All right, now, so if you did not turn in your math test, then we're going to redo it today during our Zoom together, okay? All right, and then tomorrow we should be able to start Unit 2, so that's what you're doing for math. All right, for reading, today you are actually going to read your story. You may listen to it though. If you don't want to read it first, you can listen to it first. If you want to read it first and listen to it second, then you can do that too. It's totally up to you what works better for your brain. Okay, some people want to listen to the story so that when they actually read it, if there's any harder words, they've already heard what those words are. You may want to play the audio recording and read along with the author. Okay, so it's totally up to you what works best for your brain. But we are on page 248. You're reading A Castle on Viola Street. This is an AR book, so on Friday you are going to take your AR test on this story, all right? So you're reading 248 to 267, or you're listening to it. The link is in Google Classroom. And then you are going to fill in page 122. So 122, is going to go over theme. And we started discussing theme yesterday. We had a really great, robust conversation around what theme means. And we actually applied it to one of our anti-racist read-alouds that we are reading through. And we did a great job of identifying the theme there. So if it's easier, it may be easier for some of you to actually start with the theme. After you read the story, it may just click for you. And so you want to write your theme first and then go backwards and add in what are the 3 clues that lead me to this theme. Okay. And even put your page numbers of what happened, where it happened, as far as the clue that you found that led you to coming up with this theme. Okay. All right, so that's what you're doing for reading. That is going to take you well over 20 minutes, so I did not put the requirement of reading from Raz Kids today on your Google Classroom. All right, you guys, so I believe that is it. It's a beautiful day outside. I would take your book when you were doing reading, and I would go sit outside and read that book if I was you, read that story. So make sure you get outside today. Make sure that you find at least one thing to do to help your families around the house today. And as always, 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 always be kind to your brothers and sisters. Okay? I will see you at 11. Bye, guys.